Lord, the day is finally ending, and I am getting ready to let go of everything I carried today. Before I close my eyes, I come to you with a quiet heart. During the night, I cannot watch over myself. I cannot hear every sound. I cannot see every danger, and I cannot hold every thought together. But you can. So tonight, I ask you to draw a gentle, unseen line around my room. Let this space be a quiet harbor, where the noise and rush of the world cannot enter. Keep the physical walls of my home steady and safe. Watch over the doors, the windows, and the roof above me. Do this not with loud alarms or heavy locks, but with your calm, steady presence. If any heavy, unsettling feeling or unseen pressure tries to cross that line, let it simply fade away before it reaches me, blocked by the quiet peace you have placed around my resting place. Protect my mind as it slows down and rests. Sometimes, when the room gets completely quiet, my thoughts get too loud. Guard my imagination tonight. Keep my dreams clear, light, and restful. If my mind tries to replay the mistakes of the day, or if it tries to invent new worries for tomorrow, gently pause those thoughts. Replace them with a deep, settling calm. Let my brain understand that the daily work is done. The problems are officially paused, and it is time to simply rest in your care. Wrap a soft, invisible covering over my heart and my emotions. Protect my inner self from the things that try to steal my joy or bring me fear in the middle of the night. If I happen to wake up feeling anxious or confused, let your presence be the very first thing I feel. Remind me in those dark, quiet hours that I am held, I am deeply known, and I am entirely safe. Keep the heavy shadows of loneliness far away from my bed, and fill the empty spaces of my room with the warm, steady comfort of your nearness. Watch over my breathing as I sleep. Let every breath I take be deep and steady, pulling in your calm and pushing out any leftover tension from the day. Protect my physical body from sickness, from sudden pains, and from any harm. Let my muscles completely relax, let my bones rest, and let my energy return. Make my sleep a true healing time, where my body repairs itself under your careful guidance. I also ask for this same quiet safety over the people I love. Wherever they are sleeping tonight, draw that same gentle, unbroken boundary around them. Protect their rest, calm their busy minds, and keep their bodies completely safe. Let them wake up tomorrow feeling truly refreshed, knowing they were watched over while they were completely unaware. Tie our hearts together in peace, even while we are physically apart in sleep. Lord, as I rest, I also ask you to clear the quiet, leftover dust of this day from my spirit. Sometimes I carry small frustrations, unspoken words, or tiny regrets that I didn't even notice. Please untie those little knots in my chest before I fall asleep. Do not let the mistakes of today follow me into tomorrow. Give me a completely fresh start, so that when I open my eyes in the morning, I am not carrying yesterday's heavy shadows into your new light. Lord, I am officially handing over the night shift to you. I do not need to stay awake to keep my world running. You are the one who never needs to sleep, and you never lose focus. I trust my body to heal, my mind to reset, and my spirit to recharge under your careful, gentle watch. I let go of the steering wheel. I close my eyes. I take a deep breath, and I rest in the simple, beautiful truth that you are on guard. Amen. If this prayer brought a moment of peace to your heart tonight, I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. Just type Amen to claim this peace, or share a short prayer request so our community can lift each other up in the comments.